Sunday, the 6th of October, 2 p.m, Chelsea host Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Can Chelsea extend their unbeaten run to 6 games? After another 4-2 victory at Stamford Bridge to Ghent in the Conference League, we now shift our attention to the Premier League where we host Nottingham Forest. And it is the last game before the international break. Can Chelsea, who are currently 5 games unbeaten, stretch that unbeaten run to 6 games? It would be an unbelievable run of form to go unbeaten between both international breaks, especially with the amount of goals that Chelsea are scoring. And will Chelsea fall victim to their own curse? Will Callum Hudson-Odoi get a goal against Chelsea on his return to Stamford Bridge? In this video, we're going to go over the predicted 11 for the Chelsea-Nottingham Forest game. I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions who I feel should play, and also try and predict who Enzo Marasca is going to start. If you are new around here, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe, but let's get into this predicted 11. Starting off in goal, we are going with Robert Sanchez, Chelsea's #1 goalkeeper. Now look, Robert Sanchez has conceded 2 goals in the last 2 games that he's played. It is not a good look for him. Some have been directly his fault, some have been the fault of the defence allowing the opposition in for him to concede. We know that. I don't think Jorgensen is going to be pushing Sanchez for a place anytime soon. I think Enzo Marasca has made himself very clear in that sense that, Jorgensen is, maybe not this season, but, later on in the season or maybe next season, unless there's an injury to Robert Sanchez. And I wouldn't be mad if we would use Jorgensen. I just feel that Enzo Marasca is going to choose Robert Sanchez regardless. So let's just hope that he can keep his head down, get his distribution on point, and keep a clean sheet. That would be the perfect ending to this sort of section of games before the international break. Moving on to left back, we are choosing Marc Cucurella, Chelsea's #1 left back. We are finally starting to see the player that we bought for 50 million. This guy has been performing at a high standard consistently for a long time now, and we're starting to see how well Cucurella can play as a left-back in Enzo Marasca's system. We saw how well he could play as a left-back in Pochettino's system, especially when he inverted, and this is exactly what Enzo Marasca likes. And sometimes we see Cucurella bombing forward on that left-hand side and partnering up with the winger, whether that's Mudryk, Sancho, whoever was playing out there, sometimes even Neto in previous games. Cucurella has to start left-back. Moving on to left centre-back, I've chosen Levi Colwill. This guy is another player who has been going under the radar and playing at a high level consistently week in, week out. We are finally starting to see the true qualities of Levi Colwill coming to the surface. His line-breaking passes are a cheat code. He's great in the air. He's solid defensively. Albeit, whoever he's partnered with, there have been mistakes that are made, whether he overcommits or his partner overcommits and they get exposed. But his overall game has been solid, and we can really see where his career can go to if he continues to perform in this consistency. Moving on to right centre-back, I have chosen Tosin, and I feel like Enzo Marasca will choose Wesley Fofana because he likes that partnership. However, my thoughts for choosing Tosin is I really like the Levi Colwill-Tosin partnership. It's been solid, and it just gives me a lot less anxiety because when one commits, the other sits back. They have that understanding with each other. They're both good in the air. They're both good with the ball at their feet. They're good driving the ball forward out from the defence. They can clear their lines. I just really like that partnership, and I want to see it more. However, I feel like Enzo Marasca will choose Fofana, but I feel like splitting that partnership up just briefly, into the international break could do it a long-term good. And then having Tosin in there as like a stopgap, because I feel like Tosin has performed rather consistently. Moving on to right back, we have Malo Gusto. If he is fit and available, he starts. It's as simple as that. This guy is frightening when he is fully fit. I don't think Nottingham Forest can handle a fully fit Malo Gusto. Bombing down that right-hand side, linking up with the winger, sometimes inverting into midfield. Defensively, he is sound. People seem to forget how young he is and how easily and seamlessly he slid in to the Premier League, like just under the radar. It's like he's always played Premier League football. This guy is mustard. If he's fit, he plays. Moving on to the left side of the double pivot, there is only one name for this role currently, and that is Moises Caicedo. This guy is currently the best DM in the Premier League, and no one can tell me different. Again, from other fans of football and Premier League fans, everyone that's not a Chelsea fan, they've not even clocked how consistently good Caicedo has been performing at. It's a long time now. It's most of this year he's been performing at a very high level. With Rodri injured, and even comparing to Rice, I still think Caicedo is a better holding midfielder in that 6 role. He's just playing unbelievable, and long may it continue. Partnering Caicedo in that double six position on the right-hand side is Enzo Fernandez. This is a guy who is quite divisive in Chelsea fans' opinion. I'm a fan of Enzo Fernandez. I don't think he's anywhere near the best of his game right now. I feel we're slowly seeing him come into a bit of rhythm and into a bit of form and finding his feet in Enzo Marasca's system. However, he has been playing better and better and better week by week by week. And he's been partnering Caicedo. And we're now starting to see how that double six partnership really can flourish in this system. So we want to keep the momentum with that. I would also like to see Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo as that partnership. But I feel like it may be a little too defensive. But for a game like Nottingham Forest, where they're coming to us, we're on red hot form and we want to go at them, Enzo Fernandez can be the key to unlock them deep-lying passes going forward. Moving on to the left wing, I have chosen Jadon Sancho, only because this guy is on red-hot form. Can Jadon Sancho continue his red-hot form and make it 4 assists in 4 games? Or even better, a goal and 3 assists in 4 games? Can he do it? Because at the moment, he is performing so well. Like, it's just ridiculous how it's such a stark difference from the guy he was at Manchester United and the guy that he started as a Chelsea player. 3 assists in 3 games, no joke. And like, for one of those, he played 45 minutes and got a man of the match performance. Like, Jadon Sancho is such a talent, and we're seeing what he's capable of, and he is flourishing under Enzo Marasca. Moving on to that 10 position, there is only one person for it. The first name on the team sheet, the best player in the Premier League currently, Mr. Cole Palmer. Now, will he score another 4 goals? Who knows? Will he get another 3 assists? Who knows? You never know what you're going to get with Cole Palmer in a good way, because this guy is magical and he keeps you on the edge of your seat. And I'm just hoping he stays fit and he can continue this incredible run of form that he is on. I've got a feeling he's going to get on the score sheet, whether it is as a little name as an assist or a big name as a goal scorer. It's just inevitable at this point. Moving on to the right wing, I have chosen Pedro Neto. I genuinely believe that Pedro Neto has earned a start in the Premier League against Forest. He played very well against Ghent. He got his goal. And I feel like something that goes under the radar quite a bit is his defensive work. Now, this is no disrespect to Noni Madueke. We know that Enzo Marasca really rates him as a player. But I feel like in the last few games, he's just off the boil a little bit. And Pedro Neto constantly looks electric going forward, and he does the dirty work going backwards as well. So I would really like to see Pedro Neto get a start. And that leaves the Chelsea number 9, who will lead the line for Chelsea against Nottingham Forest this Sunday in the Premier League. I have chosen Christopher Nkunku. Now, there is a big debate within Chelsea fans. Jackson start, does Nkunku start? I have based this on the eye test, and Nkunku is, and a little bit of stats to be fair, Nkunku currently is scoring a goal every 90 minutes. This guy is on red hot form and he is becoming a very clinical finisher. He was very quiet for a lot of the first half, or most, if not all the first half against Ghent. He has one full opportunity in the second half, goal. Takes it. He had a half chance that was blocked by the defender, which he couldn't do anything of. But this guy has limited chances and still converts. Now, Jackson has played very, very well, and I'm not disputing that. He's contributing as a team player with goals and assists and really driving the team forward in transitions and connecting that final third for us and being that sort of missing link and connecting all the areas. I totally back that. But I just think when you're scoring goals for fun and you're constantly scoring, you've got a ratio, a goal every game, I think you just deserve a start, and then we kind of see what happens. You know, Jackson will obviously get minutes, but rather than Jackson starting and Nkunku coming on the second half, just swap it round for the Forest game and see what happens. So that is my predicted Chelsea 11 to face Nottingham Forest at home Sunday, 2 p.m. in the Premier League. Do you agree with my lineup? Do you think that other players should play? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love having a conversation with you guys. Thank you so much for the love and support on this channel so far. You guys are honestly amazing. I will be doing a live watch along on my TikTok account when the link is in the description, so feel free to follow me there. I'm live for every single Chelsea game. And I also want to know your score predictions for the game. I am going to go for 3-1 Chelsea. I feel like we still will concede, but going forward, we've been frightening. We scored like 17 goals in 3 games and conceded like 4, I think. So like a plus 13 positive. It's just crazy. So I feel like Chelsea are going to continue in this fashion until the end of the international break. And do you feel like we can get like stretch our unbeaten run to 6 games. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm just intrigued to know your thoughts. At this part of the video, a thumbnail appears on the screen. Now, if you enjoy Chelsea content, make sure you click that thumbnail because that will be a Chelsea video that you will enjoy too.